Welcome, Gemini. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for April the 4th through to the 10th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the energy of the cards, thank you. Thank you so much for all of the positive energy, the support, the love that you send my way each and every day. Um, Truly, thank you so much. Now, let's get to the energy of the cards. We start off with this fabulous card. You know what? Your intuition this week, your attachment to spiritual, your intuition, your higher wisdom, your angels, your spirit guides. That's really going to drive you this week. So, yes, definitely meditate, pray, talk. Talk to yourself in private. Take that alone time because there is a connection. There is answers coming in. They're waiting to give you the answers. They're waiting to give you the wisdom. All you need to do is ask for it, okay? Now, this could also mean a mentor coming in, or you could be the mentor, depending on your life path. But this is definitely your intuition, tapping into spirit, angels. Your intuition is strong this week, powerful this week. It's crossed over by the Hierophant, too, so being able to foresee where you need to change things up in order to, or move into a balance that just hasn't been there before for you, or you have been trying to obtain and you've just been hitting roadblocks. Now you see the way forward, but you don't see it with your eyes. You see it with your intuition, with your soul, with your higher wisdom. We have the Tower. So definitely something might really change this week for you. You might close the door on something. You most definitely might close the door on something. I haven't even got to that card yet. But it allows you to come out feeling more liberated, stronger, more determined, more self-confident about your direction, where you are going, who you are becoming, what you are creating, who you want to be going forward. Absolutely. Now, underneath we have the Six of Cups. Now, this is definitely a card that talks about loving you first, putting yourself first for your dreams, your desires, what you want in life, finding the happiness, the joy that's out there in the world for your taking, allowing the messages to come in. Sometimes with this energy, we look back upon yesterday and we think, oh, if I could only go back to that time. If I could only make a different decision at that point in time, or that was so much better. I don't think it could ever be any better than that moment in time for me, or that period in time for me. So watch that kind of energy coming in, because it can kind of dissipate where we want to go forward. When we are looking backwards and thinking how great and wonderful it is, it takes the energy away from looking forward and seeing how great and wonderful it can be going forward. Now, Wheel of Fortune sits at the top. You know what? 3 readings, 3 times the Wheel of Fortune has shown up as the overriding card for this week. So I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen here with the rest of the readings for it to show up 3 times in the same placement. This is about closing doors. This is about allowing new doors to open for you. You're in a transformative week. You really are in a transformative week. Things that happen this week pivots you into new beginnings, moves you into new beginnings. So maybe with that door closing, maybe it's just the thought process alone of thinking something of yesterday was so much better than what could ever show up in your future. Maybe it was just a quieter, simpler time for you. Maybe there's just too much chaos surrounding you right now, and you just wish for the simpler time again, a happier time. And it's there, and it's coming, and it's right behind that door that's ready to open for you. Absolutely. We have the Six of Swords definitely moving forward in your life. Now, moving forward, there's somebody else in that boat. So we definitely want to include other people in our goals, our dreams, our vision of tomorrow. We want to maybe team up with other people. Tap somebody else's brain. Maybe it is a mentor showing up at the beginning of the week that allows you to move forward, that guides you into the right plan of action. Now, when this card shows up, we know that there's work to do. There's no motor on that boat. If we don't even get a paddle, we don't get an oar, we get a stick here. So talk about work. So it's a lot about our determination on how much we want to go forward. How big is that dream? Is it worth the energy that we are putting forward? Or do we need to grow that dream a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger in order to grow our determination, our direction? And then we have the devil. So we know the tower and the devil here. And this really is the phoenix rising out of the ashes. This is letting the old stay in the past, fall away. We could actually be looking a lot at our health here. Okay, I don't usually include this in the weeklies, but for the health and well-being card, we do have the chariot with this, our focus, our drive, our determination. So we may be simply allowing those old bad habits to fall away and replacing them with new good habits in order to improve our health, our well-being, our stamina. So I really, for the majority of you, I think when it comes to the phoenix rising out of the ashes, it's that new you that you are creating. Maybe it's joining the gym. Maybe it is eating properly. Maybe it is getting more sleep. Maybe it is closing the door on a negative part of your life. Maybe it was drinking too much or eating too much or shopping too much or whatever it is for you, whatever that vice is for you. Maybe you are putting the focus in to move away from that kind of personality trait and implementing new personality traits that's going to take you into a stronger, more determined, healthier you. As we go towards the weekend and into next week, we have the Five of Cups. Okay, essentially, don't cry over spilt milk. It's a lot about moving past yesterday, isn't it? Because this is, looking back and saying, I failed here, I dropped the ball here, I should have gone forward there, I should have said this, I should have done that. Don't cry over spilt milk. Look at the positive ways you can move forward and look at the ways that you have positively moved forward from, say, a year ago. How you've strengthened your position, how you've created a doorway to your tomorrow. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is loving yourself before anything else. It's also reaching out to other people and helping them see the beauty of themselves, their strengths. So maybe as you're teaming up with somebody, they don't realize what an asset they could be in maybe a business partnership, maybe something within the community, growing something together, until you point it out to them. Until you say, hey, you can do this really well. And if we use my gifts and my abilities and your gifts and your abilities, we're going to be unstoppable. One of the many ways it could play out. Ace of Pentacles is something coming to you to really help you move forward. It could be a mentor. Once again, we've got that mentor that could show up in your life this week. It could be a windfall. It could be a cash windfall. It could be an insurance payout. It could be a court settlement. It's something that you need in order to move forward. It's something that you probably haven't earned yet, but you're going to get ahead of time. in order to help you move forward, in order to take that next big step, that giant leap that you want to take. For love, relationships, we have the Seven of Cups. And we have the new moon, and I see that moon in the background. So get out, enjoy people, build relationships. There's so many to be had. It's like people surround you this week. So it's spreading your love in so many different ways and so many different styles. If you're in a relationship, don't nitpick this week. Don't pick the 1,001 things that you need to fix in the relationship this week. Concentrate on the positive, the beauty, the sensuality. Create those special moments. It's kind of very much prioritizing. And what you give into the relationship, you get back in the relationship. Sorry. Didn't realize I had the volume on. And the bell went off. Whenever you hear something, especially when you're sitting there and you're watching a video, whether it is a tarot card reading, you're getting an astrology reading, runes, or you're meditating and you have thoughts going through your mind, and all of a sudden a bell goes off or an alarm goes off or a dog barks. Many times that's your angels and your spirit guides trying to highlight that thought or that moment in time for you to really take away from that message. If you're not in a relationship, it's about getting out. It's about getting out. There's a cough. Getting out and meeting people and blending with people, and it's just staying in the now and not expecting, this is the be all end all relationship that I'm going to meet this weekend. But it could definitely flourish into that. But it's about enjoying and keeping it casual and keeping it slow and just enjoying the moment and going out and embracing life this week and seeing all the options that are available to you. I think through people, that could definitely happen. Work, career, finances. We have the Hermit. So we may need to go inwardly a little and really understand what our goals and our dreams are going forward, to really make a plan of action, a determined, a disciplined plan of action. Okay, the Hermit goes into the desert and he taps into his intuition. He taps into his wisdom. He makes the plan of action. He understands what the priorities need to be. Then he comes out of the desert. Then he goes forward. So this is definitely a time to realign your goals, rethink them, see what needs to be the next step, where the discipline needs to be, where the other people need to be. What traits do you have that can take you forward? What traits do you need to lean on other people in order to achieve that goal? And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.